Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Headbob here with... Right, sir? Headbob.
Hello.
And we're going to be doing a Pokémon Sword and Shield today. So, I actually left up what game it would be, Sword or Shield, which have completely different routes, so I'll explain that later. And it actually was Shield the whole time until about 5 minutes ago. So now we're doing Sword.
Yeah.
The reason you see me on the state screen is because the date is different. The date that I'm going to set to is different. So for here, we're going to set to February 10th. Alright, so we're going to go. Kind of forgotten to clear myself.
Yeah, we have, thankfully, we have a really good,
Buzzing sound is...
really good.
They'll go away soon. So the name is Ash. Probably should do a male character.
Probably.
Okay, so begin in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this is Pokemon Sword. Get a very nice cutscene here from the undefeated champion, a friend's brother.
And our lovely, what's his role again? Is he the chairman? Yeah, exactly. I'm still not quite sure what his job actually is, but he...
But they're looking important.
Yeah, and wearing fancy outfits.
Gets to show us and all the other people in this giant stadium what a Q font is.
What exactly Pokemon battling is. As we head right into a battle that we never actually see, sadly. We just all assume that Leon won.
Makes sense, right? Fire versus Steel.
Oh yeah. It's not really a fair matchup. I think Ryan got himself into this situation.
Unfavorable matchup. This cutscene is actually the longest cutscene in the game where you don't have to do anything. It's about 1 minute and 15 seconds long. There's a huge drop off from like previous games like X and Y where we have like a 4-minute cutscene in the middle of the run where you can just go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sadly we don't have that for a 4-hour plus run.
Yeah.
But we have there are a couple spots where you could actually do that.
Okay, so now I guess I'll explain the differences between the routes. So I'm playing Pokemon Sword now, and there are 2 different routes for Pokemon Sword. One has been getting more increasingly popular. While not the optimal route, there's another route called the Candy Floss route. Basically what you do with that is you play with either like a Vulpix or Sobble or whatever until second town, the Water Gym town, and then you get a traded Whimsicott, and you finish the game with that. And that is considered more safe than the current Sobble route in Sword, where you just use Sobble the whole time. I'm actually not as familiar with that route. It's only been recently getting more popular. So I am currently using the Sobble route.
Yep. Just currently the fastest route for this game too, as the last 2 world records have been played on this version. Currently the world record holder is called Edgy, which just got it, I think, last week?
Yeah, pretty recently actually, with the 405.
Yep. Before it was a Japanese runner called Ringo, who's also incredibly good at this game.
So if we were going to do Shield, and it's a much different route, you instead pick Score Bunny, for the sole reason that you get the charcoal, because you're going to catch an Arcanine later on in the wild area. And then you use that until the 5th gym, when you catch a Drover that you evolve into Excadrill shred through the game.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the differences there. And the reasons why they're different routes entirely is because of the different gyms that you have to fight. Typically, Sobble has a very difficult time facing the Ice Gym and Shield. That's why you opt to go for the Rock Gym, because it's basically a free fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Arcanine. I guess Arcanine is slightly better for Shield because of the grass types in the Ghost Gym. Tends to be faster than the fighting types in Sword.
Yeah, I saw the question in chat when the run is finished. The run is finished when once we beat the champion. We don't catch the legendary. So catching the legendary would take like, I think, an hour or 90 minutes. I've never actually done it, so
It's a long
I don't know
post
how long
game.
it would take.
So yeah, maybe like 90. Huh?
Yeah, since this is already a pretty long run, we are not gonna go ahead and do that. Is this the longest Pokemon main series run, Headbob?
It is not. Gen 7, both Gen 7 games are longer.
Oh yeah, but I guess that's just for the sole reason that Gen 7 has incredibly long cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like 50% of the world record in that game is actually just cutscenes, which is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Almost 6 hours that run.
Yeah, thankfully they went a little less ham on the cutscenes in this generation.
More specifically the skip cutscene button that you saw me turn on in that settings menu.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Very important.
deal for speedrunners.
Yeah, that and Let's Go Eevee. Very good decision, I know.
Yep, definitely.
So what we're gonna do here is typically the highest reset point in this game is actually just coming up here where you get your starter. Because the stat range is, I think it's like about 45% to get a runnable Sobble. So if that happens, if I get an unrunnable Sobble, then I have a backup save ready. Yeah. Basically you want good special attack and speed and everything else.
Yeah. Defense is kind of important because there's one fight in particular where, yeah, you need a certain defense value to actually guarantee you can survive it.
Actually, though, there's a new strat with Sobble, where it doesn't matter what your defense is, you can always live. If you buy irons for the fight, and you like 20 of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and it raises your EVs by like 400 or something. So not that much, maybe, but by a lot. So it's the point where you can live ahead. Okay, so yeah.
See if this is runnable or not.
So what you want here is you want these kebabs at Hot Make, very delicious. And then you want 14 special attack at level 6 and 14 speed at level 6. I mean, but you can go without this, honestly. Special attack is pretty important though. Really can't run. You can't run without like, at least 10 IB neutral special attack. But there are workarounds for like I said, defense, speed. Attack really doesn't matter at all, except for like 2 fights. And basically, so we're just gonna. This is one of the only places where the attack matters.
Yep, This is not the last time we're gonna face Hop, by the way.
One of 8. That's average attack. Good. I want to see the high attack with you. Add stat and something.
And the defense looks okay too because he's taking
Yeah.
3 damage per tackle.
That is my special attack. We're going to.
Of course, we all saw that one coming, didn't we? Thankfully, for the backup solo we have is incredibly good.
It's pretty good. I actually have a screenshot of the previous stats. So.
What was it? It was 11.
I'll check in a second.
All right.
I was gonna save time over the road. Okay, so level 6 is 10, 9, 14, 8, 14.
10. It was that at level 5.
I don't know, was it? No, that was at level 6.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, this is one of the little detours you have to do at the beginning of the game, but yeah, we're through most of the story part quite soon, and then like will be not a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah.
For a good amount of time.
You really don't like get out of like the cutscene part, so like you get to the wild area, which is half hour.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 11, 10, 16, 9, 15.
11, 10, 9, 15? Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Oh damn, that's
Check
really,
that special
really...
defense.
Oh god, it's gonna be fun at Milo's,
So
but...
you can't see it, but it's the minus nature is 0 to 3 IV, which is the worst you can get. But I mean, it probably won't matter that much, hopefully.
So yeah, this is our first encounter with the legendary in this game.
It's... So after this cutscene, I'm going to go to Wedgehurst, which is the next town over, and we're gonna on the way we're gonna catch a Pokemon, because catching any Pokemon is worth it because it skips the catching tutorial. But ideally you want to get a Wooloo, and ideally you want to get a level 5 or 6 Wooloo. And the reason for that is because Wooloo has the highest base EXP by far. Like it's not even close. It's like double everything else. And if you get a level 5 or 6 Wooloo, it can help you save turns on the upcoming fights.
Yeah,
So
it basically gives you level up to level 8, and then, yeah. Having that level up a little earlier just saves 1 or 2 turns on average.
yeah. Not before we go talk to our mom. Standard in Pokemon.
Yep. Like the good good daughter we are. Oh, wait.
I switched genders.
I just noticed that we
Yeah.
switched genders.
I didn't know this room, the name was
Well,
gonna be.
yeah, but in this game it doesn't matter what gender you pick, unlike other main series games. In this game it's completely irrelevant whether you take the girl or the boy.
Ah, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna, instead of Wooloo, we're gonna cut the school of it, because there's no Wooloos there.
That's extremely rare, by the way.
Level 5 school of it, so that's like basically the same as like a level 2 or 3 Wooloo. And yeah, it's pretty rare to not get one. Although it just doesn't make a huge difference, but it is nice to get a 5 or 6 Wooloo. Now we're gonna go to Sonia's lab, or it's not Sonia's lab yet. Spoilers. But we go to the lab because we want to talk to Sonia and her Yamper, I guess. Before grabbing a rare candy, which is just to the right. Very early place to put a rare candy, by the way. Very nice.
Yep. We take a couple rare candies though because of the run. I think in overall it's 3 or 4.
I think 3 is right, yeah. Maybe 4, whatever, but there's not a lot late game like there is in other games. Mostly early to mid game. I think the latest one, the route after Hamlock. At least the ones that you get.
So,
And you don't
what
get
is what is your favorite new Pokemon in Gen 8? Because for me it's definitely Yamper.
Yamper. That's a good pick. I don't think I think probably be like Hatterene.
Oh, yeah.
That or like, I don't know, maybe like Alchemy. I like the G-Max Alchemy.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of cool Pokemon in the game now.
Yeah, we especially will see some like new forms of all the Pokemon like
We'll definitely see Execution.
you picked the worst one, dude. But yeah, we see a lot of new forms, like for example, Mr. Mime is no Ice type, and Ponyta, I think it's Fairy type here.
Psychic type.
Psychic, alright, fair enough. It looks
It does look
type.
fairy, yes.
And yeah, a lot of variations of all the Pokemon.
If I said no, they're just for the same two text boxes. Ah!
Yep. And he's gonna go ahead and deposit his COVID now because, yeah, naturally wants to learn moves, and because we share XP with it. And yeah, we just get rid of it immediately and pick it up later eventually if we need it.
Which we most likely will, because the Ryan type required. Really want more. I'm not sure if the new route does double Vulpix. I do.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Double Vulpix is good because Vulpix doesn't learn a ton of moves and doesn't evolve, whereas both Skwovet and Wooloo will try to evolve if you give it enough EXP. Zigzagoon is like 3% on this route, but that's not the place where we're worrying about.
Yeah.
Later on the next route, it's like 20%. And the reason why Zigzagoon is like a problem and we're all worried about it is because Zigzagoon's movement in the overworld is very erratic and unpredictable. And when you're trying to run through the grass without getting any encounters, that makes it very tough to avoid it.
Yep.
Probably more likely.
Yeah, we're mainly worried about Zigzagoons and Girders in this run, but Girders
Yes.
are like a couple hours away from where we are currently at.
Also, crits are really slow unless they matter. That one did.
They're especially slow if you crit in a hop fight because he'll tell you how lucky you are that you're critting him. Which might not sound like a big deal, but like every crit wastes like at least 10 seconds in hop fights, which is pretty annoying.
Okay, the special attack's not bad.
Wait, did I just see 18?
Yeah. Oh, there's Zigzagoon. Make sure not to go too down into bind.
Yep, that's the common mistake here.
Oh shoot. I think this is a pound. It depends on what your attack versus special attack stats are. That was a crit. So. Guess I'll let again. I wasn't prepared for the level. Okay. So now we finally made it to Magnolia's, where she'll tell us that, well, Liam will tell us that we need to be capable enough to go on the league challenge if he makes us fight each other like the great brother he is. So this Wooloo is normally actually a 2-shot range, but because I have good enough special attack, it's guaranteed to die in 2 hits. That's good.
Alright, yeah, that's our next encounter with Hop, like 15 minutes after we fought him already. And yeah, not very distant future we'll face up against him another time.
Yeah. Pretty obnoxious amount of time before I have to actually fight him again. Like,
and he has exactly the same team in the next fight too. Which makes it kind of pointless, but I mean, at least
trying to get stronger.
Pokemon yeah, he does. But at least his Pokemon give a good amount of XP.
Especially this Wooloo friend here.
Yep.
Also, thank you, Wanli, Etchy, and Quay. I didn't even get the level up.
Yeah, this Clovet
It's
was
not
kinda
very
lucky that we got the spell here.
Hope we don't get true power.
Yeah, in case you would have used Amber here, would have given you like another
Yeah, like a text
another
box
extra
animation.
cut.
So with good enough special attack and correct leveling, you actually can one-shot both of these Pokemon, but it's pretty unlikely for either of them. I think for there you need like 21 to even have a chance, which I do, but 22 is a lot more likely. Now we're gonna finally go back to the wild area. Or not go back to the wild area, but into the wild area for the first time we can actually play the game.
Yay!
So this is where like the routes kind of diverge a bit more. So both shield and sword will get quick balls here for the Pokemon in the fire gym, because they are 100% catch rate with quick balls. And if they're not 100%, they're effectively 100%. And they get them in different places because Shield also gets the Growlithe catch there. So Sword will look for dens that have raids that are closer to the entrance of the wild area, whereas Shield will get non-raid dens on the way to the Firestone to evolve the Arcanine in the wild area. So we're gonna be on the lookout for dens with raids because it'll change the strategy.
Yep. In Shield we always use the same dens.
Yeah.
And yeah, but here we have to like react to what is presented to us.
Now that we have the Dynamax band, we can that. We will do for the first gym leader, because Milo's a mess.
Yeah. Hopefully that's gonna be the last gym leader we have to Dynamax for, but yeah. Dynamaxing is a good backup strat in case like things go south.
Correct, but it is very slow.
Yep.
Pretty likely that you also have to Dynamax for the fight that Alan mentioned earlier, the Rose fight. Although there are situations where you can skip it, which saves a lot of time.
Dynamaxing loses about like 40-45 seconds, if I remember correctly.
Not that much,
So...
I don't think. No, about 30, I'd say.
Oh, probably, yeah.
But a lot. So this route used to. There's two ways you could go on the old route. So there's an Onyx at the very start of the wild area. So on the old route, you'd always encounter it in rain, and you would water gun it twice, and it kills in the rain and water gun. And you'll either kill it or you die. And if you die, there are some like alternate strats you could take. It used to be fighting Carcoals in the mine. And if you win, you get 2 level ups and Water Pulse, which makes the yell grunt fights faster. Next place. Yeah, Quay, this is Sword. It got switched to Sword at the very last minute.
Yep, and this is a solo run too.
Yes.
Until Champion, where we switch to Eternatus.
Because
Spoiler
Eternatus is better than most Pokemon. It's very, very easy access considering it's mandatory for this degree. Actually, even if you don't have Pokeballs.
Yep. Right, yeah, we set the clock and the date to give us rain here for this.
That den is okay. That den means we would die to the Onyx intentionally if that's the only den there. And the reason why you want to die to the Onyx is because it's weird in this game how the death warping in the wild area works. You use it a few times in the run, this being one of them. If you die, it sends you to the start of the wild area, and it'll ask you if you want to teleport to the end of the wild area. So you don't have to walk across. Next time
Yeah,
you
it's
use
super
it,
convenient.
next time you use it, you save even more time because you would have to walk like, probably double the distance to the Hammerlock town back. Oh, that then is better. The reason why this den is better, because I think this is stormy, not rainy. You'd fight a Ectric, which is much more likely to one-shot you. It's Telefer. Why is it Telefer? Just pick the other date.
Unlucky.
Fine, I have bad special defense for that. Okay, wing attack. Okay, we're done. Cool.
That was surprisingly fast.
So yeah, the reason why you don't ideally want to go for that Onyx is because it only has 2 moves that it can attack you, and one of them is not guaranteed to kill. So it's not ideal by any stretch.
So, now he death swapped, and with the watts he got earlier, he's just gonna buy as many quick watts as possible.
Thanks, backup simple. I was worried about that too.
I did not think about that,
Yeah.
to be quite honest. So we're gonna do nest balls. That's not a big deal. Yeah, since we have the backup, there might have been a slight mess up with the date and time.
So ideally what you do there is you set the date to like 15 minutes beforehand, you start a run, and when you enter, or when it flips over, it'll switch the balls that the Pokemon guy sells. And so, I guess since we switched to different profile, it got messed up. So.
Damn, yeah, we should have maybe reset the clock once we loaded the save state.
I don't think it matters, actually. I think it'll
Really?
just... Yeah, I think even if you open the save state at all, then you can't change the clock.
Well, yeah, but anyways, this is not the end of the world. Because, yeah, he can just pick up another type of balls that are in the wild area, and those are pretty reliable too. They are just not 100% catch rate.
Also have 15 heal balls. Maybe that'll help.
A lot of heal balls.
So this row has definitely gotten a lot more optimized, and definitely you skip a lot more like healing items that you used to get. So I'm gonna skip this one because it's only 1 super potion, but typically you also skip the 2 super potions, mine later, but I will get to make the reasons. So we pretty much switched over completely to energy powders, just because they make them use a bit better, and using them is faster.
I think they're also a lot cheaper than getting super potions, for example.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I think.
Bob, is Milo guaranteed with this special?
I'm not sure. It's at least 7 and 8, very least.
Okay, so we don't have to do Kako, I guess.
It's 15 and 16.
Alright, then yeah. Guess we'll take the risk, huh?
Yeah. So Milo is probably one of the worst fights, because depending on how I mentioned that the minimum runnable is like 10 IV neutral. So if you have between 10 and 15 IV neutral, the range kill Milo's Eldegoss becomes like 62% or something like that. And if you miss it, you just die. So it's very far from ideal in terms of resetting. And it's like an hour in.
Yeah, the very early days of sword runs, we actually did Milo with a Rookie D.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just sadly not really consistent and wastes a lot of time. So we just try to bypass all of that by using X items now and dropping into torrent.
Yeah, you're gonna see manipulating into torrent a lot during this run, as it's pretty important in certain fights. Actually, we're gonna do it in the next fight, not next fight. Speed fight.
Yep.
And I have X.
Like, playing around torrent is something you see a lot in Pokemon speedruns in general. Because it's just a very, very strong mechanic overall.
Okay.
We taught Swift. Swift is very important in double battles, for example, because it hits both of the enemy's Pokemons at a time.
I'm coming up.
Exactly.
Like I said before, ideally you have Water Pulse here, but overall it's just not faster. Even if it does save turns on these fights, it's not faster to risk the Onyxes, and killing the Onyx is also pretty slow, which means you have to Death Warp somewhere or walk. But
on to our first encounter with Team Yell. Group of fanboys, I think. I still don't really know why they are following this girl around all kind of places, but whatever floats your boat. And yeah, a lot of fights in the game. There's gonna be Yell fights.
I'm lucky. That's not good.
Yeah,
Don't want to get paralyzed here, because you're slower than everything for that Zigzagoon, and
try it after.
Okay, yeah.
Thankfully, Hop becomes useful once and heals your paralyze off before we go into the double battle.
I miss those stats. The crit, but it doesn't even matter. We didn't fully, so.
And that Nick is just very likely to use Quick Attack anyway, which is a priority move.
True. So you can either finish this fight in like 2 to 3 turns, depending on what moves the Wooloo goes for, how much damage you do to each Pokemon, etc. But
yeah,
with Water Pulse, it's always a 2 turns. There's any times you can choose. What's here? Hopefully, Wooloo goes for Tackle on at least one of these guys. But he goes for Growl because of course.
Yeah, this Wooloo is notoriously known for not being very useful in these double battles.
Oh, I should have swifted again because I didn't get Snarl.
Oh, it's not a big deal, I think.
But IMO Lick is probably worse than Snarl. Getting paralyzed is the worst.
Yep.
What do you have as the defense and special defense IVs?
Defense 2. What was special defense 13, I think?
I have 0 and 3 and 0 and 3 because I missed the level 11s. Whatever, it doesn't matter, it's not significant enough.
Yeah.
Find out later anyways. So now we're gonna stay at the hotel, and then tomorrow we're gonna enjoy a beautiful cutscene with all the gym challengers. Oh wait, no.
Yeah. Thankfully one of those that you're able to skip. Would be a thing of beauty if you could just skip all cutscenes with the option, but they just got rid of the really long ones. Right, we're being ported once again.
Okay, so right after this fight, we're gonna fight Hop again. Alan mentioned earlier, it's a very large gap between the second and third fights. But this fight is much better because usually you can just special attack once and then just one-shot all of them.
Yeah.
The only thing you really have to worry about is getting that one cutscene with the Ember text box, which loses like 5 seconds or so. You can't really take significant enough damage to die, so. That we're finally on our way in our challenge.
Yay! We get to play the game.
And with that, we're going to get the equivalent of Fly, the Corviknight. And we use Fly a lot more than you'd think because the Fly animation is quite fast. Even in places where you're going to the same town, it's most times worth it.
Yeah, it's very, very convenient how you get it in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because you don't have a bike yet. Earlier bought a bunch of X items to make these fights a lot easier with, and allow us to basically just one-shot most of the Pokemon in front of us.
If you get quick attack, that's very good.
Alright, now we're gonna go and do one of maybe the hardest trainer skits in the game, I think. Like, for a lot of beginners, this is probably
maybe
one of the harder ones. But I mean, I trust in xHeadbob's ability to dodge that. No pressure, by the way.
There are a few that are pretty tough. Most of them are in the late game. On the Girder route, there's one that's pretty tough IMO. And on the icy route towards the end, there's also another one where you use the cell phone. And also the obvious trainer skip that's been recently found. To skip a trainer in Gordy's gym. I'm gonna miss this. Close. Good.
I had with the double 60 gun. Oh boy. Alright, so far no extra encounter. Good job.
Alright, so I mentioned this before. For this fight, you used to use Drizzile. You used to fight a Corporal and use Drizzile. Now-
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if it would be a good time to come in just to kind of promote a little bit. Sorry. So I just wanted to let everyone know this is No Glitchless Love. We are glitchless and NMG marathon, benefiting Go Rescue, a nonprofit organization helping homeless dogs recover and find a new home. We are currently about $34 from making $200. Again, we got $100 a day. We'd make that goal a month. So, of course, so if you guys got like $5, you can get $1 to spare. That helps a lot. It goes a long way. We have a ton of incentives you can make too. So, make sure you use that exclamation point donate. Exclamation point incentives. You can check out all the incentives. But if you want to know a little bit more about us, you can use exclamation point NoGA. But we'll go ahead and get back to the run.
Thank you.
Yeah, go check it out. Pretty cool foundation. So yeah, so I had bad special defense, so I might actually take you. No, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna get damaged for quite a lot on the I think it makes sense to take special defense.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna get damaged by this Diglett. So, and the goal here is to get Hornet, for the bead fight, and that is caused by getting hit by Confusion by Bristolosis. So we're gonna get hit here by the Diglett because it'll always outspeed you. So that's gonna do some damage. Scratch did their Astonish. Alright, so Solosis is gonna do 24 to 27, so okay, we're fine.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Well, that is, yeah, that's always for it.
Yeah.
But I will probably save here, just because you can get either crit by Confusion or you can get confused, both of which can kill you.
Yeah. In all the routes, you would usually have already evolved by the time you're here, but yeah, the new ones are playing around like a little less XP, and we evolve after this fight now instead.
Wrong button. Oh, I have to remember to get the nest balls because I didn't have quick balls.
Then you're gonna tell me we're not gonna use these 15 heal balls you bought earlier?
Yeah, well. We're good. Oh, I should have practiced the sheep. The sheep is more chaos.
Yeah. Sheep, it may sound ridiculous, but the first gym mission is one of the most, like, the hardest mechanical parts of this entire run. Because of how weird the rulers act.
Yeah. By sheep we mean the gym puzzle for my gym. I almost canceled the evolution. So yeah, you have to push Wooloo between a bunch of optionals, like against a bunch of Yampers, stuff like that. Right, 0 to 1 for each of them. Nice. Typically, if you can get a rhythm down, you can get it pretty consistently, but there's the occasional slip up. Best balls get them.
Wait, weren't you supposed to get the energy powder?
Right here.
Isn't there one earlier before where it just passed?
That was super potions, I might have missed that. That might be fine.
Yeah, that's probably no big deal since you picked up the super potion. And do you need to pick up the fresh water?
Absolutely not.
No.
You only really need to pick up the fresh water on very, very good defense. And the fresh water is for a upcoming hot fight, and by upcoming I mean like really far into advance, like 2 hours in advance. It provides for a better way to set up Torrent if you don't get enough damage. So yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a quick shout out to one of the routers of this run, Wartab, who's who's been like, very, very actively routing this since the beginning. There was like the sub route like 2 days after release already. Just what has done, and yeah, it's been like probably the most active router for this.
Yeah, actually, Salvo and xHeadbob were like discovered as the best Pokemon really early on after release date. Maybe like first or second day. The only variance for xHeadbob was how you're like the most optimal way to get it. And it's been discovered that the most optimal time to get it is after a Bull's gym, whereas speculation was it was like right after Kabu's gym.
Yeah.
But Salvo has remained pretty consistent for the course of the routing process.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
The thing with the Excadrill route in Shield is that we still have not found a way to like catch it very, very, very reliably.
Yeah.
So yeah, the catch is really inconsistent, and you can lose like up to 5 minutes or so just by trying to catch a driller.
Yeah, definitely.
And in this game, we don't have to deal with that. We don't have to detour for the Firestone either, or catch any extra Pokemon. It's just stubble all the way until Eternatus. So that's just really convenient.
That's part of the reason why Arcanine and Excadrill are so consistent, because if they weren't as consistent and as good as they are, they wouldn't be worth catching at all. If Sobble just saves those catches completely.
Like the Arcanine is just blasting through the gym, for example.
Yeah.
Because you can have like a level 7 Arcanine in Shield with a very, very sick moveset, like 30 minutes into the run, and just blast through a lot of the early game without any problems.
The relearner definitely makes it very broken.
So yeah, xHeadbob make me proud.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, these Wooloos just act really weird at times and like randomly just change directions. Still have not found a consistent setup for this, but most of the time it's we now found a way to get past it.
Most part, the only tough ones are the first and the last one. First one isn't that hard compared to the last one. Last one, like 3 Emperors and window for the little blue villain is pretty small.
Yep.
Definitely, probably super.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. You just want them to be like stacked together.
Yeah. You go too
So
fast, they'll spin out, become harder to control.
Alright, very nice
good.
Uber.
Very good.
That was very, very good here. He went for the slightly faster and maybe the more risky lane to go on, but absolutely nailed it. If you want to go really, really safe, you would let the Yampa on the right pass and just go all the way to the right. Did you heal already?
No.
Right.
But how many potions do I have? I don't think I have a lot.
You took the heal earlier from the girl, so
Oh, I have
think
4.
you should be fine.
Double potion.
Yeah, we don't need the potions too often anymore.
Typically past Nessa, you don't really need them as much because past Nat, the torrent manipulation is not as precise. It's nice to have, just in case, but at least one. The Oran Berry is also very useful for that. If you're just under the threshold.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be using the Oran Berry, considering how bad Medfit's using something more substantial. Okay. This fight is very difficult. Okay, so I have 25 to 26 HP IV, which means I go for 14 HP or lower. And Magical Leaf is doing 18 to 20.
Yeah, eventually Magical Leaf would be nice to get a little more damage in.
Good. That's a critical. Probably gonna have to heal eventually. Magical Leaf there is pretty bad.
Yeah, he needs to set up one more special, sadly.
I think I have to YOLO that.
Good job, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Right. Not the best of luck, but
I was dead to max roll Magical Leaf there. But thankfully it
but
didn't
that
happen.
would never happen, right?
I hope they know it's +6. I'm second guessing myself now.
But yeah, this is one of the very, very few times where we use Dynamax.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to get the tough fight. We have Torrent, we have +6 special attack, and we have Rain. So that's and it's still a range to kill the Delta Cross. Like, this is a very good range considering our decent special attack, but yeah. Just takes a lot to get past this level across.
It loses a lot of time if you miss this range. After you have to sit through both Dynamax animations in the +6 setup. So not ideal to miss this range at all. Alright, but we got it.
Nice. And this is actually a pretty decent time considering that we played it pretty safe so far. Not too shabby.
Well, yeah, you gotta factor the backup Sobble.
True, I guess. Well, we can't submit this to the leaderboard surely, but we're right on track for our estimate.
Yes.
I know.
Alright, so coming up here, the yellow grunts are gonna be in the way again. So we're gonna take our Sobble, gonna kick them out of the way, and then get the bike. That could be very good.
You don't like bullies.
Oh, and we get to skip this double also because we only have one Pokemon. You do that a lot in this one. But here, this fight can go a few different ways. The Thievul is a 3-shot normally, but you can lose turns depending on what you get. Snarl is the worst move by far because it does the most damage and it lowers your special attack. Which makes it a lot of turns to kill. So that special defense would not be ideal at all.
Yes, Snarl is a super busted move, and you basically hate to see it throughout the entire run. There are a couple Pokemon who have it, and yeah, it's just does not do anything but slow you down.
Get beat up here. Good. Now you're getting the. Awesome. Alright, very good. Very, very good. Okay, 0 defense. Okay. The worst thing the Sable I can do is disable you, but oftentimes it dies to water gun turn 2, so it's not a problem. But I think I can skip the heal on Hop here. 39. Reboot's doing 18 to 20. Be fine, I think.
And we got access to a bike now, which also has a boost mechanic. So if you just bike for a bit, you get the access to boost, and that's like also one of the mechanics you as a runner have to play around and like be good at. Just using boost as often as you can, while like not wasting your boost throughout like very small distances between cutscenes, for example, or entering a gym or a town. So yeah, you have to master your manage your boost for the entirety of the run well enough.
Alright, so tackle there is okay. Growl would have been better for sure, because pretty much guarantees that I won't die to a crit here. I think both crits would still not be guaranteed to kill me. Double kick. Good round anyways. So, just an interesting year. I used to pick up special attacks coming up, but now we don't bother with them because it becomes a bit Monka-esque with trying to dodge the spinner, if you will, that is like walking around like right above the special attacks. So now you don't have to deal with that, and it like makes the stopping faster as well. So very nice route modification.
Yep. And right on to our second encounter with the chairman and his interesting choice of outfit. I don't know if he's trying to be undercover or
His main character
what the deal
is
is.
personal appearance. Treats himself right.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're gonna head to the lighthouse where Nessa's waiting to be encountered, so she'll actually go into the gym so we can fight her. And what a surprise to find it there. And now we're heading back to the gym and gonna start the second gym challenge. Or the second gym mission, as it's called. This one is not as hard as the other one.
I think as hard as that. I mean, I guess we
maybe
count
the
trainer skip as one.
rock. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nessa puzzle is not hard at all. What you're doing, the only remotely hard part is getting the cycle. Or you have to run fast enough so you make a cycle with one of the spinners in the gym. That's not that hard to miss, or not that hard to hit.
Yeah. They have to mess it really hard to run to that trainer. Knocking on wood as we speak.
Alright, so these next few fights are really only important because it determines what health you'll be on for Nessa, and what you should heal to in order to get Torrent for the Dreadnought. So you want probably as little damage as possible on these defenses. Okay, that's really good. I got in the range, but... How much is Goldie doing? 18? No.
Let me find it real quick. What's the defense again?
0. Control.
Zero neutral is 14 to 16.
Okay.
At level 21, which I assume we are since we have that.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Then 48 max. So I actually might need a little bit of damage here. Not a lot.
Yeah. This is, by the way, is a lot. The Nessa fight is a lot less complicated in Sword than it is in Shield. In Shield, you have to like make sure you have exactly the HP you want in order
Probably the ideal scenario.
to kill the Dreadnought with reversal. But yeah, we have a little. It's a little more easy here. We only have to get Torrent and have to outspeed the Dreadnought, which we do naturally with this double. And yeah, since Dreadnought is also hard ground type, it's a decent kill.
Yeah, so that Whirlpool from Krabby was actually really good because if I had gone in with full HP, then I was probably pretty likely to not get Torrent from 3 horn attacks. Which means I would have had to set up an extra turn somewhere. Yeah.
This one's going surprisingly smooth for Marathon Run. But yeah, we don't want to change anything.
Who is best girl? What are your thoughts, Alan?
I have to remember old girls very quickly.
Marnie?
There's definitely
Nessa,
not.
There's Melanie.
Definitely not Opal. Probably Nessa for me.
I'm gonna say
Closely
Marnie
followed by
personally.
Opal.
If you just...
I
So,
can't even think about too many girls characters in this game, to be quite honest.
there are a few. Oleana.
Oh yeah. She's a little too Monka
Yeah,
for my liking.
intense. Okay, so... Ideally, I don't get too much damage here, because if I get too much damage, then I might actually be in range to die to Aqua Jet, which does 7 to 8.
You're safe, right?
Yes, I did.
Alright. And just in case, make sure to play around agility. Can especially mess with beginners. Because the Goldeen will suddenly be faster than you.
Turn 1 agility. Doesn't really matter because we'll always hit you 3 times.
Yep. Now that agility is out of the way, he will only stun one attack.
15s and... Eights. Wait, I level up here. That should be fine. Good. And this is sometimes a range on really bad special attack, like 10 to 15. It's a 14 and 16 range. You almost never miss it. I think I've seen one person miss it ever. Okay, I'm dead. How did that even happen?
Oh yeah. Maybe we crit.
How did that happen? Yeah, I crit, yeah.
I would be very surprised if this would die. Yeah, we don't survive that with 6 HP sadly.
Oh, that was really
But-
dumb. My joystick
But
like
we
bounced
saved.
up.
We saved, that's fine. Yeah, since we use a technique called double inputs, It happens sometimes where your joystick will just once you let go of it, will just bounce up again and then randomly go one input up or down. So that's what happened here, I guess. But yeah, it's not the biggest of. We don't lose a lot here. We just have
To be completely honest, I
again
should have
and
reset just after the after I used water gun. Save the Dynamax
Probably.
animation.
But there was the option to crit there anyway. So critting in this game, we still haven't found the crit rate. We believe it's 1 in 24 or 1 in 16, but we are not 100% certain yet. Since Nintendo does not give us any information on that. Let's see, maybe the fight goes even better.
I just water pulsed it. What are you doing? You might die. Hey, it died.
Okay. I did not know it could die there. Thankfully for Headbob it did. Maybe
so
don't.
bad.
Maybe don't water pulse the Arrokuda.
So yeah, I have the same exact HP as last time.
So we can pretend it never happened, right?
Seems fair.
Surprisingly enough, a lot of the leaderboard runs all have like a devil, a 1 or 2. Like, it's not too common to actually take it down in this game and still maybe like it's a 4.5 hour run. And yeah, deaths can certainly happen, and especially on the sword route, you can die to very random things.
My PB is actually not much better than the estimate that I set. That's because my PB died 3 times.
See?
Yeah. I have a 420. And it died 3 times. It was about 413 pace or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I think my PB in sword is 427, but I have a 418 on shield. I play more shield than sword.
so we're coming up on probably the worst fight in the game. I think it's probably the worst fight in the game. First, Sobble. The yell double. Because it can go so many different ways.
Yeah, either that, either the Yell double or the first fight on Hop 5 split. The first couple fights on Hop 5 split.
Oh yeah. Also thank you, Potato.
Yeah.
You guys don't know, Potato ran Michelle. I'm gonna watch it. Cool during it.
Yeah. Another cutscene. This one is not really as long. And then
Do we
we're
have
gonna
some
go-
time?
Yeah.
This cutscene. I just want to say that due to slower internet having some slight issues, we are going to be because I'm with George, I'm going to be taking over the resume in the middle of the run. It's going to be a long time setup, but I just wanted to announce for that in a few minutes we'll be cutting that over mid-run. So just wanted to let you know, and I'll be setting up now.
Right, so we're just gonna pause? Or...
And now you can continue, and then I'll let you know when we're actually cutting over.
Let's see.
Buy some cheap healing items here. Not that much. Do I save here?
The only thing that kills is confusion, right?
No, side shot crit kills.
Yeah, thankfully, like, saving in this game is super fast, so can do it a bunch and won't lose a lot of time. Unlike in other games, where saving can take forever.
Dang, good to save. Results were in 50. So, there's actually a carcoal fight coming up, like a mandatory carcoal fight, and in Software you just one-shot it with water pulse. It's actually kind of a threat, the shield route, because the only thing that you really have to kill it with Arcanine is reversal. And reversal requires low HP, so you have to set up on that carcoal. And if you get crit, you die. It depends on this move usage, stuff like that.
Yeah. Funnily enough, for Shield, like the two most scary fights happen in like your span of 5 minutes, like first Nessa and then the Taco fight. And pretty much after that it's...
Sudowoodo is bad.
Oh yes, Sudowoodo, but yeah, it's not too scary afterwards anymore. Especially once you have Exodrill, because yeah, Exodrill is just extremely busted and just smashes through late game like nothing else.
Exodrill is just a Pokemon built for speedruns.
Yep. So the Sobble too, though, because it has like really high base special attack and really high base speed. The problem with Sobble, that it is not like uncontested best, is that its move coverage is pretty bad. Like for the entire late game we'll have 2 moves we'll actively use to kill things, and then we get one move for like a couple extra Pokemon that doesn't have 100% accuracy. So yeah, overall Sobble really overpowered Pokemon, but its move coverage is pretty bad.
And it's pretty frail as well.
Yeah.
Defense is not great. So yeah, I just saved there. Definitely saved there. This fight can go so many different ways. It's basically just X special and adapt. Adapted from the Sapphire Tate and Liza fight.
Oh yeah. This fight is not even remotely as bad as Tate and Liza, though. Tate and Liza is probably the worst fight in Pokemon speedrunning. Oh, Snarl is not what we like to see. We would like this rule to die for faster on average if it dies quickly.
That's really bad.
Ay. Yeah, Mr. Range into Snarl is not what you like to see. And we are on double Snarl here, I believe, so our special attack is pretty lowered here.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a life guard here because I'm assuming that it's gonna kill. Oh my god. Just kidding. Thanks for baby doll eyes.
This fight is not going very well.
Goodness. Bad.
Is there another cutscene after this fight?
There is
Huh?
there is
Yeah.
another cutscene.
Alright, yes. Because in that case, we'll be cutting those tomorrow after that, if that's fine with you.
Okay.
Apologies for that.
Do I have
We
to stop,
didn't really
or-
expect that many technical issues.
I have to stop, right? Not now. But...
We'll just cut it over during the cutscene.
Okay.
Alright.
Not a valid one anyways. Nice crit. I thought I thought that was gonna die. Okay.